What's up guys, E-Drone here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Makerfire H825 toy quadcopter. Stay tuned. Taking a look at the packaging here from Makerfire, you see we have a nice clearly labeled box with all the features and functionality and 15-minute flight time. Ages 14 and up are recommended for this quadcopter, and it does have an app you can use with it on iOS and Android. Alright, open up the box, you'll see it's kind of got a little plastic encased. Pull that right on off. And here you'll see everything you get in the package. You get the 4 propeller guards, instruction manual, clearly labeled in multiple languages. Really nice to see. Make sure you give that a look for sure. It's got some accessories. Comes with 4 propellers, a whole extra set, clearly labeled. Comes with a charger, USB. Comes with some extra screws and a magnetic screwdriver and 2 1800 milliamp 1-cell packs. The light on the charger will be on while charging, and the light will go off when they're fully charged. Take a look at the controller. You'll see we have some fake antennas on the top, just for looks. These are just aesthetics only. And we have a pull-out phone mount on the bottom, spring-loaded. Fits nice large devices like my Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, and pushes back in. All the buttons are clearly labeled. You have our trim tabs. We have our calibration, our unlock, and our landing button. 180-degree button, headless mode speed button, and our camera button. Screw on the back to remove the battery cover, Phillips head. Takes 3 AA batteries to power the controller. Taking a look at the quadcopter, has a nice robust design, foldable design, with the power button on top, push to hold to turn on, push and hold to turn off. Flipping it over, we have a camera on the bottom as well, underneath. So this is a dual camera design. The front camera has a manually adjustable tilt, and it will push down and up to get the tilt that you like. Unfolding the quadcopter, make sure you unfold the rear arms first, then the front. It must be done in this orientation. And they lock in very securely, which I really do like about this quadcopter. Really nice design. With a foam foot on the bottom to help with the landing. And make sure you peel off the camera plastic on the front camera. And this is everything you get in the box. We'll go ahead and take it out for a flight test and show you some of the features and functionality. We're going to go ahead and get the Makerfire ready for a flight test. We're going to do this without the phone, just going to fly with the controller. First thing you want to do is power on, push and hold the power button. LEDs will come on. They'll start flashing rapidly. Controller, power it on. You get a beep. You can take the left joystick. You're going to go all the way up, down. Lights will go solid, meaning you're bound to the drone, Makerfire. Okay, in order to calibrate the accelerometer, you're going to want to be directly behind it in this orientation, and you're going to push and hold the button right here. The LEDs will flash rapidly, indicated on the proper calibration. Now that we have it calibrated, we need to go ahead and unlock the drone and get the propellers to spin. And in order to do that, we're going to push this button right here, the unlock, one time. Props are going to go ahead and arm. Going to go ahead and raise altitude with the left stick. Does have altitude hold. Okay. Now, it's drifting back towards me. So in order to change that, take the trim tabs here and push the opposite direction that the quadcopter is drifting. So in that case, it's forward. Push it again. Looks pretty locked in right there. Getting a little bit of sideways drift, but let's just see what it does, see if it levels out. Pretty solid. Really like the way it's just kind of hovering there in place. Really nice once you get it locked in. It does have different speeds as well. We're drifting to the back. See that? You go ahead and push forward. Okay, that kind of locked it in there. And that looks pretty good there. A little bit of wind out here, so it's actually battling that. Brushed motors. Okay, this is speed 1. Not too bad. Push the button, you get 2 beeps. That's speed 2. Not too bad. You can kind of fly it around. One thing about this drone that's a little bit of a downside is it doesn't have the 360-degree flips. Unfortunately, it can't do the flips. It does do the 180 spin, push the one button, and go ahead and spin and ready to take your selfie photo or video. I do like that it does that. And it does it really easily too, just that one button. Or you can do it yourself manually, see that? But that is a nice feature. Now at this point we can just fly it around. We can't actually record video. We'll have to hook the phone to that to go ahead and do that. But I want to show you the two features here. Take a photo, that's the button there on this side. This is headless mode, so if we push this, you'll see the lights start flashing on the drone. That means no matter what direction the drone is facing, it will forward is forward and backward is backward. And it's working really well here. And that's good to do when you lose orientation and you're flying and you can't remember what orientation you were when you were flying. It's a lot easier to just push and hold back and you know it's going to come back to you. Say it's very stable. So if you want to take this and get some video of yourself and your family, just to kind of start out in you know, a little bit of amateur photography drone, I think this is going to be a great choice because even though it doesn't have GPS, it is really stable and it does hold its altitude really well. So as you can see, I'm having to do very little bit of movement on the sticks to kind of keep it where I need to keep it. Recommended definitely indoors if it's windy out. But you can see I can turn it like this. And now I can go ahead and take that photo, take that video, which I'll show you when we connect the phone, how we do that. If you want to land the quadcopter, you can either hold down on the left stick until it goes down, and then the propellers will stop spinning, or go ahead and arm with the unlock button and lift off. You can also push this button right here, and it will come right down and land. You can launch from your hand as well. Just be safe. Go ahead and push the unlock button, throttle up. Easy to launch off the hand. Now, I'm going to show you another nice feature of this drone. If I grab a hold of this, it's got an auto safety feature that when the quadcopter is flipped over, whether it be from a crash or just like I did there to disarm, the motors will disarm automatically. Nice safety feature they included on this for, you know, for this low price point. Really nice that they did that. Okay, in order to turn it off, push and hold on the power button. The lights will go off. Quadcopter is back off now. This does have a front facing camera with a manual adjustment tilt with a it has a zoom in the app, but it's not really a zoom for the camera. It's kind of cool they included that anyway. And then it also has a camera underneath, which you can switch to and look directly down and take some photos. And we'll take a look at that when we hook the phone to it. Okay, in order to go ahead and hook to the app, go ahead and hook the app to the quadcopter. We're going to go ahead and turn on the drone. Push and hold on the power button. Turn the transmitter on. Push to the power button. We're going to go ahead and open up the Makerfire app here. Okay, now that you have the app, you can go ahead and connect the phone to the controller by just pulling out this bottom piece. In order to hook the phone to the controller, you're just going to go ahead and pull this down and put your phone into place. It does fit nice large phones like this Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, no problem. And it like locks in the top here with this little ridge. And then the bottom piece has like a soft foam. So we got the app pulled up. I'm going to go ahead and go to Wi-Fi settings. Turn on the Wi-Fi. Connect to the MKF. Should be MKF on yours. Okay, we went ahead and connected. Go back. Back to Makerfire, and then click on the start button. It's going to tell you to please calibrate before you take off. All right, I'm going to show you the photo function. I'm going to go ahead and push the photo button on the top here one time. And we got a photo success. I'll show you a little preview as well. And we're going to go ahead. A little bit windy out here, guys, so you don't really want to fly this when it's real windy out. Otherwise, you're going to get a little bit of drifting. So, all right, go ahead and do the video function. We're going to push and hold. You'll get 2 beeps, and now we're recording video. And you want to be somewhere where there's not a lot of Wi-Fi interference at all. Definitely don't want any Wi-Fi interference. Just gonna fly this around, show you the video real quick. And you can also take photos while you're recording video. It saves it directly to your device. So go ahead, push the photo button once, and you'll see it says photo success. So I really like that. It actually will take photos while you're recording video. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to the bottom camera. So in order to do that, you're going to push on the top right corner here. You'll get some icons that'll pop up. And then just push the little camera one time. It will give you a couple of these little bad error messages, which is a little bit of a downfall, but it does work. So now you can see we're looking directly down. So we did take a photo, so that does work. Did take a photo. Let's push and hold for video. Okay, we can record video as well, looking straight down, which is nice. And you don't want to fly this, like I said, when it's real windy out, guys. This is not the best quadcopter to handle the wind. I'm going to come against the wind now, bring it back to me. Definitely want to fly it with very little bit of wind or indoors. Keep that in mind. Let's go back over here. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back to the main camera. There we go. We're back to the main camera now. And if you fly in an area that doesn't have a lot of Wi-Fi interference, the lag is really not that bad. It's perfectly manageable to go ahead and line up your photos. Go ahead and do some of these auto features that we have. So we're going to push the top right hand. And you don't want this around any kind of Wi-Fi, guys. This is a Wi-Fi controlled toy quadcopter, so if you're around any kind of Wi-Fi, you will get interference, and a lot of the functions won't work. So, I'm going to go ahead and try the peace sign here. We should be able to take a photo, and it says take photo success, so that did work. And it saves the photo right to your device. Also, the video, the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and do the trajectory flight. It does work, but you can only have your phone connected, your device. It will not work with the controller on. So I'm going to go ahead and push the arm button here. The left stick will control your altitude. You can draw on the box here the direction you want the drone to move, and it will move that way. Forward, and the drone move forward. We're going to move to the left, and the drone is going to move to the left. See that? It did actually move, and we can move straight ahead, and it did move straight ahead. Move to the left, and move to the left. So they call it trajectory flight, but really you're controlling how the drone flies with a swipe. So swipe forward, it'll move forward. Swipe to the left, the drone will move to the left. This stick here controls your yaw and your up and down for altitude. We're going to go ahead and fly the drone with just the mobile device and the sticks on the screen. So in order to go ahead and get those, you're just going to touch the on button here at the bottom right hand corner. You'll get two little joysticks that'll pop up. Going to push this button here on the bottom left. Go ahead and arm, and it will automatically take off. And you can use the phone to control the quadcopter. And it's not, it does work, but I prefer the controller better. But you can use this in a pinch if you did forget your controller. As you can see, I'm able to control it with the right joystick for the movement, the left joystick for altitude and yaw. In order to go ahead and stop that, you're going to go ahead and off. That will take it away from the screen. We also have virtual mode. If you want to use this with some goggles and fly like FPV, you can do that. In summary, the Makerfire H825 is a great beginner quadcopter for 14 and up.
is a very fun flyer to fly. Pros, I really like the solid build quality of it. I love the way the arms lock into place once you unfold. I was able to crash this drone multiple times with no damage, so it is a very good, robust design. So if you're getting this for someone new in the hobby, this is a great beginner quadcopter to kind of get your feel to see if you want to get into maybe some amateur photography. The photos are really not bad for the price point. It's a sub $100, and I think the photos and videos are of decent quality for the price point. I do love that it has the dual camera design, so you can switch to look straight down and get photos and take video. It's also nice to be able to switch on the fly. Controller's decent. The sticks and everything feel very locked in. I felt in tune with the quadcopter when I was flying it, and all of the buttons on the controller worked, and it is a stable flyer. I do like that they give you a whole complete extra set of propellers for this. Really nice to include that, and I love that they give you the 2 batteries. And the flight time on this is really decent. 15-minute flight time indoors without any wind. Outside, you're going to be looking about maybe 7 to 12 minutes, depending on how windy it is. It is using brushed motors. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons of this quadcopter. Some of the things that I didn't like about it is the app functionality is hit or miss. It's very sensitive to Wi-Fi interference. It's a little bit windy outside. Fly it indoors. Make sure you have your Wi-Fi turned off in the house. It doesn't have a micro SD card slot to record your photos and videos. However, I do like that it records directly to your smartphone, which is kind of nice because that's one less thing you have to remember to bring with you when you go ahead and go to use this quadcopter. You don't have to worry about, making sure you remembered your micro SD card. Another con about this quadcopter is it doesn't have the 360-degree flips that most of these toy quadcopters do have. So that's a little bit of a con for me. I do like having that on my toy quadcopters, but it does have that 180-degree automatic yaw spin for easy selfie modes, easy selfie photos or videos, which is kind of nice. That way, instead of having to do it with a stick, you can just push one button and it will automatically rotate and face you directly if you're in this orientation. I really love the LED lights on the top and the bottom. They're really bright, easy to see, even in the daylight. I love the way the battery clicks in. It clicks in nice and secure, easy to put in, easy to take out. Very nice design on the battery. But thank you guys so much for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe. There's going to be more toy quadcopter drone reviews to come on the channel. Stay tuned for that, and until next time, guys, thanks for watching. eDrone out.